a phenomenon that I find is unique to women, because for as much as we all support and appreciate equal rights and equal opportunities, there is only one gender having babies. Men just can't physically have it. And there are a lot of changes that happen mentally and physically when you have babies. So there are things that only we can do. And there are consequences that only we deal with. It's an unpopular opinion, but the hormone changes associated with the postpartum period, the physical changes, the exhaustion, we are experiencing that in a way that's so different because we were the ones who gave birth. So no matter how many concessions were being made outside of that, it's difficult to be a working mom. I bow down to every working mom out there for that reason, because your body and mind never go through more changes than that period. And we see so many amazing examples of women who rebound, I'm using that word because I don't know what else to use, but so well to go back into their new lives or new chapters after that. And I think that is so tremendously inspiring. And that's why my content these days focuses so much on motherhood. It's really complicated, and there are so many facets of it that change us as women. So to be able to speak to topics that relate to that is just such a passion of mine. Don't you feel like we all relate to these things especially after having kids?
I can tell you that for me, I had two scenarios that were just moments in time that for me, my world stopped. And not many people in broadcasting, we don't have to detour the conversation, but many times that you have a marriage where one person will work in a different city in a television market because they pursued that last dream or whatever, which was my case. And my husband was here in Orlando. We're both Orlando based. So he was here still working in Orlando, and I was in Atlanta. And I remember Sonni sitting alone in my apartment in Atlanta. And it was just silent. There were no children in the background making that joyous noise. There was no husband in the background. It was just me, and I was alone. And I remember thinking, is this worth it? Is this what I worked years and years and years and years and years for so I could have the career and nothing else? So that proceeded, and I was pregnant, so I'm all about the hormones at that point. But then my son was born prematurely at Northside Hospital. And the moment he was born, and I was looking at him like in the incubator, I was like, I am never, ever leaving your side. Mm-hmm. And just that moment, I mean, I could cry right now. So I think you're onto something where women are faced with that point where you have to make a choice of, how can I support my child, support my family, be a good wife, a good mother, a good friend, a good content creator, a good person for myself? How do I uplift myself in the best way possible, and how do I take care of myself? And I think that's why I am so intrigued about listening to all the stories that you cover in your podcast, because I know I had a very systematic way that I went about leaving my dream job. And I love hearing how other people go about it, because everybody has such a different story. So